5 bets in 5 minutes, week 5 edition of the National Football League. Hit that thumbs up button. Let's just try and do better than last week, and I'll leave it at that. Hey, we're still making money this year. We still love for you to be here doing a whole big part of it. And as we always do, let's start the clock. Big play here is the Colts +3. Joe Flacco, Jersey Joe's in the house. Hey, guess what? It doesn't matter what quarterback in this case is taking over for Anthony Richardson. The overreaction that we see all the time when it comes to line movement in the NFL when a backup quarterback comes in is just absolutely mind-boggling. We are not going to pass up on a chance to get this team at +3, a massive key number. They are playing great defense. This is a complete football team. I know that they continue to deal with injuries in the running back spot, but the reality, too, is that the Colts on the road getting 3 against the Jaguars squad that absolutely sucks, with or without Jonathan Taylor's ankle, is absolutely fine for me. Doug Peterson is a walking train wreck. That team down there, pains me to say it, is going absolutely nowhere. All right, speaking of a team that's going absolutely nowhere, but we have some interest in, that's the New York Footballs. Here's the biggest reason at +6.5. It's moving. I don't know if it gets to 7 by kick, but Seattle right now comes off a tough one. And I think overall, you're just looking at how good is Seattle. Seattle reminds me a lot of Dallas, the Cowboys here. People have overrated them at the start of the year, and they're watching them now after that loss where they were undressed and were really undone. But their defense travels. And as much as they may have some issues here or there on offense, I do think against the Giants, they're going to be able to pressure, what have you. It's just they're not going to be able to pull away. They really aren't going to be able to pull away. Giants have backdoor cover written all over them. 6. We know these things get funky. Missed extra point, missed field goal, what have you. I'm taking this Giants team who is still able in some capacity to win on the road. I don't know how. What would you call this? Not mimosa time. I was going to say mimosa, but I was going to cut short. It's not really mimosa time. I guess it is. It's Bloody Mary. What is the English drink of choice? Because it's not the morning. That's why I caught myself over in London. Everybody's on the Jets. I don't mean, big public money. Blah, blah, blah. This is moved from 2.5 to 3. We got in on the VIP, the Discord, the Tails Marketplace to 2.5. It may be back to 2.5. I'm not sure. But I'm not taking the Jets. People are attributing what happened last week as a misread due to the weather. Like you didn't have the same capabilities we all did, scoping through the AccuWeather and saying, you know what, it's going to rain in New York. The reality, though, is that they're not a good football team. Offensively, Aaron Rodgers has Breece Hall, he has Garrett Wilson, and then anybody else that shows up is a bonus. Defensively, they're still not as good as they should be under Robert Saleh. That's it. We fade the Jets. The Darnold-led darlings are not going anywhere. And the fact that this game is overseas is more of a neutralizer more than anything else. And you're damn right the Vikings are 3 points better than the New York Jets. All right, we took a little time there. DeAndre Swift under 14.5 receiving yards. Hey, it's the Bears and Panthers. Did you know about the Carolina Panthers? You can run on them. You can absolutely run on them. Look, Roschon Johnson's now in the mix. DeAndre Swift has been in the mix. Why would you waste touches on either running back in the passing game? Well, there's a release here, a safety. No, stop. The bigger issue that we're seeing is how porous of a run defense Carolina is and how easy it would be to just load up on touches for DeAndre Swift on the ground. Same thing with Johnson, mind you. This could be a double TD. This could be a double trouble game. Ever see that movie with Jean-Claude Van Damme? You're welcome. Double Trouble featuring DeAndre Swift and Roschon Johnson. By the way, Jean-Claude Van Damme played the same guy. Now you know that too. I just gave you a gift. In fact, it was a gift inside of a gift. Last play here, Lamar. Show me something. Lamar Jackson over 53.5 rushing yards. Biggest reason for me that I go to this play more than anything else with one slot left is because Cincinnati's in trouble defensively. They're either missing guys or the guys can't tackle. They're either missing guys or the guys can't stop the run. Lamar Jackson with Derrick Henry now as a formidable opponent against weak or ineffective or just missing pieces on a run defense. Jackson should get this. You should expect 2 X plays from Jackson on the ground. If that's a 15, 20-yard carry followed up by a 15, 20-yard carry, doesn't have to be back-to-back, but I just mean you should see an X play. Maybe you get a 40-yard burst against this Cincinnati Bengals bad rush defense. And I think overall, you're looking at a team that desperately needs to get away from bad offensive line play, and that's the Baltimore Ravens. So that's still a haunting issue that they cannot escape for whatever reason. Stop the clock, 5 minutes on the dot. There you go. Indy +3, Giants +6.5, Minnesota -2.5, DeAndre Swift under 14.5 receiving yards, Lamar Jackson over 53.5 rushing yards. Those are your 5. Again, hit the thumbs up button, subscribe. We would love it. There is a link below. Hey, join in. Your first week's just $1. All you need to do is use code RUSH. We keep hitting. We had a couple of nice parlay smashes. College football is back in effect. We want you to be a part of it. Again, there is a link below. Sign up for my VIP at Tails. Just your first week is only $1 using code RUSH. Appreciate you all as always. It is the 5 and 5. Hey, subscribe, be a part of what's going on here. 150K or so, can't be wrong.